Free refinances? Not so fast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jeff Javarthan here, Jeff the Mortgage Pro. Thanks so much for watching my videos. I really love it when you guys like and comment down below. If you're interested in getting more content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'd love to be the one that shares about mortgages with you. You know, trying to really do my best that I can here to get a bigger audience, and anything that you guys can do to help me out, I would really appreciate that. So my thanks to you for watching these different videos. So today, let's talk about the term free refinances. I know it's going to start coming into play here as interest rates start to creep down, hopefully in the next year or two here. You've probably heard the term free refinance, or here's another way of saying it, no out-of-pocket cost refinance, or even a no-cost mortgage or no-cost refinance. But just as in business, as in life, nothing is for free. So let's talk about this and how does it work. So here's what happens when you hear the word free or no cost or no out-of-pocket cost type stuff. So typically when you're doing a refinance transaction, there's enough equity in the property. And I won't say typically, most of the time, when somebody has enough equity in the property, they are able to roll all of their closing costs into the loan amount. So essentially what they're doing is financing the closing costs over time. So they end up paying principal and interest on that new balance of that loan. The difference, it could be a little bit, it could be a lot. I always recommend that when somebody is going to roll the closing costs in there, let's look at what it looks like. Do you have the opportunity? Do you have the cost to pay it now out of pocket, or do you want to pay it as part of the rolling it into the loan amount and not having to pay anything out of pocket when you're doing a refinance? So that's typically how it works normally, right? There's no hidden fees or anything like that when you do a refinance where you're rolling the closing costs into the actual loan amount itself. And most people have enough equity to be able to do that right now when they're doing refinances, okay? So typical types of closing costs that you have are lender fees, okay? You have title and escrow fees, and then you have prepaids. So prepaids are for like interest, taxes, escrow for taxes and insurance. Those things are considered prepaids. There's lots of different fees under each one of those different things. So make sure that you itemize those and figure out what you're paying. But everybody in a transaction is going to get paid. So anywhere from the appraiser to the pest inspector to the title and escrow company to the lender, everybody's going to make money on a transaction. Nobody does anything for free, just so you know that, right? So there are costs are associated with doing a loan. But when you have enough equity, all those closing costs are associated with a mortgage are rolled into the loan amount. That's usually how it works. And there's no hidden fees when you do that. You can see what's going on by doing such effort like that. So no out-of-pocket refinance. So when you hear somebody say that they're going to waive a fee, like maybe they're going to waive an appraisal fee or waive a lender fee, what they're actually doing here is they're building that into the interest rate of the mortgage. So lenders, we get this thing called a rate sheet, and there's lots of different interest rates. There's rates with costs. Usually the lower in interest rate you go, the higher the cost, out-of-pocket cost for the borrower. Or as you go up in interest rate, the more credit the borrower can attain. So what happens when somebody says that they're going to they're going to credit you the appraisal fee or do something like that, or credit you some sort of a fee that they're going to be crediting, is that they are actually financing that through the rate. They're not actually paying for that themselves. So maybe the rate goes from a 7.5% to a 7.625%. They're not going to tell you that the rate is actually 7.5%. They're just going to give you the 7.625% rate and have the lender rebate pay for that fee that they said they're going to pay for. So I just want to be transparent about that. That happens all the time. So whenever you hear no cost or low cost, it's absolutely something that's going on. And I don't want you to be, offended by that or screwed by that, because a lot of times it works for you. It might be in the best interest for somebody to do that. So make sure you always run the numbers. And then lastly, if you're doing a free or a no cost refinance, again, they're building all of the additional cost into the rate. Okay. It's the same thing with what you call lender paid mortgage insurance. All they're doing is rolling mortgage insurance into the actual interest rate itself. So you don't have to pay mortgage insurance as an actual cost. You're paying it through the rate that you get on the loan. So in other words, potentially a higher cost for all of these different things if you are financing that or a lender's paying for that for you. Those are all the things that happen. They just essentially are financing that extra cost into the rate. They're not paying out of their own pocket to take care of those things for you. So in all honesty, I just want to be really transparent about that. It happens all the time. But again, like I said, it's not always a bad thing. And what I want you to do is make sure that you always run the numbers. Is it right for me to roll into that extra cost so I don't have to pay for it out of pocket? Or should I just pay for it out of pocket right now and not have to pay for it? Again, nothing in business and nothing in life is usually free. So make sure that you understand the numbers as things are going on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this thing about free refinances today. If you like my show, please make sure you comment. I'll leave my Calendly link down below. So if you need to do any type of a refinance or purchase here in the US, I'd love to be the one that helps you out. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. See you on the next show. Bye.